personal foul.
That was absolutely ridiculous!
The Boston Bruins have won the Stanley Cup.
Up on down. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Red Sox win the World Series.
I don't know. It's tough. Tom's up there, man. BEANTOWN.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 20. Yes, the big 2-0 of the BEANTOWN Taste podcast here. I am Jesse Almeida here on YouTube and on BEANTOWN Taste. I'm here with you-know-who.
What's going on, guys?
And I lied on the last video. I said we had all 4 teams to talk about. Only got 3. Which one you want to start off with first?
Which one are we leaving out? Because they all stink.
They all stink.
They all stink.
We're leaving out the Bruins because there's nothing going on really there. They're just kicking off their season.
Oh, I thought we were going to get rid of the Red Sox. There's nothing really going on there anyway. So I guess we're going to start with, I don't know, who we are starting off with.
Bro. I throw it to you, you throw it back to me.
Yep.
And,
yeah.
We got our grades today for these guys. So I guess we'll start up here. We got our grades.
F minus. F minus minus.
Ladies and gentlemen, the battery for Boston.
Alright, so you've already said your grade in the beginning.
No, it's F and then like 40 minuses after that. I told you. F minus minus. I said that. Didn't I say it at the end of last year too? Said that at the end of last year.
You did, but that last year was crazy.
Okay.
Last year was crazy for you to say that.
But last year, the reason why I gave them F minus minus is because I knew they were going to get set up for a season just like this. A bunch of overperforming players that had no right and a bunch of bad offseason signings.
Well, that's why I gave them an A last year because they overachieved my expectations. So I mean, they got an A last year. But
there's a difference between if you're overachieving and building in the right direction versus just overachieving, having everybody on your entire roster have a career year. Everybody last year for the Red Sox had a career year, and they thought that they were going to come back and do the same thing, build off of it. Completely wrong way to do it, and that's why I gave them F minus for last year because they weren't going to go in the right direction. Well, and turns out they didn't go in the right direction.
No, in my opinion, they took a lot of steps back. So here's where they were, and here's what they do.
Yeah, no, they went the wrong way.
So this year, I think I'm gonna have to agree with you. F. So hold on. For all you mathletes out there, they get an F minus 10 with the 4th exponent or whatever it is. So that's like what? 1,000 F minuses or whatever it is?
That's how it should be. That's how it should be.
My God. First off, shout out to Alec Manoa. I love that kid. He shut us out again last night. I didn't watch any of the game, but I hope he told Bobby Dahlbeck to sit the F down like he did before.
As he should.
But, should we go into, like, what they need next year, or should we wait for later on down the road? Wait until, like, the season completely ends.
I don't even know what they can do to fix this, because I don't know what this direction or identity of their front office wants. I think it really is going to depend. We'll see. What really depends is where Xander Bogaerts is at.
Right.
Does he opt in? Does he opt out? Obviously, he should opt out because he can go get more money for a longer term. So if he was smart, he would opt out. And what does he do? Does he stay?
They've said they wanted him back. So just fucking do it, Heimblum. Do it, you robots. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, the question is, though, is that what they give him, is it enough of a pay cut that he gets offended and walks when he can go to another team that will pay him 10 to 15 million more AAV?
He's not getting 10 to 15. Oh, you mean like for a contract in general?
I'm saying like if
not per year.
I'm saying if the Red Sox offer him 20, but some team who has a zero payroll, like the Guardians or the Athletics, who wants a shortstop, or you know what I mean, a team that has a very small payroll that wants a shortstop, they go out and sign him. Maybe even like someone like the Marlins, who also doesn't have a lot of money tied up long term. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing out teams that don't have a lot of money long term. I'm saying
No,
that
I get what you're saying.
if they're
but,
saying,
like,
you know what I mean, like, hey, you know what, we need a shortstop and somebody to be face of our franchise, get more more stars here. You know what? Here's 35 million.
ooh.
You know, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? If the contract is that big of a difference, I think it'd be tough for Bogarts to want to stay here, especially with what the direction of this team's going to be.
So are you saying that I should hit up the last game of the season because you're saying that this might be his last time here?
It might be, it might not. I don't know. If I had my prediction, I don't think Bogart stays.
Okay, then moral of the story is you're telling me to go to the last game then.
Well, I mean,
That's the moral of the story.
like I said, I think Miami could be a sneaky team in there. Just for the fact that, like I said, they don't have a lot of money tied up. They have a pretty good, some decent players coming up, like Chaz. They have some good players down there, and they just need a face of a franchise cornerstone player. And you know what, Bogarts can go down there and be that for them. You know what, I think Miami could be an interesting appeal. It's a little bit closer to home for him. It's a little bit more of a, you know, the climate and feel of home. I think it could draw him away.
So at the recording of this is October 1st. So happy 30th birthday to you, Bogarts. Obviously, Mike, you know, we've had a lot of interactions over the years, him and I. You've seen it firsthand. So I mean, I don't have to really explain things to you, but like, again, thank you for being so cool to me over the years and all that. You probably don't remember me anymore because after the pandemic, there's been a, let's say, backup between players and fan interaction or whatever, so it is what it is there. I mean, I can't really fault anyone for that, but one team that I have been seeing that is showing some interest in him, and it scares me because he's had his Bogarts' back in the past, including here, and that was Dave Dombrowski of the Philadelphia Phillies. What do you think of that?
That'd be tough for them to work that out contractually because they got a lot of money tied up with Wheeler, Nola, Harper, and Ramuto. It'd be interesting to see what they can do in terms of that.
They'd have to get rid of Gene Segura.
Well, I mean, that's easy.
That is easy. I mean,
but yeah, you know, like you said, like they, Dombrowski likes to spend.
Whoever he wants, he gets.
Exactly.
And that's scary as hell to me. I mean,
and Bogarts is a player that he didn't really find him as he's more of a Theo find, but he came up under Dombrowski.
Yeah, he did.
So I think there's a working relationship with there. Whether Boris and Dombrowski can get, you know, has a good enough working relationship that he would be able to pull him away. We'll see. But because I think that, right, because Scott Boras is Bogarts as his agent, right?
Yep.
So I'd be surprised if Boris doesn't like Chaim Bloom just for the fact of he likes
Who likes Chaim Bloom here, though? Let's be real. Who likes that guy?
John Henry, because he saves him money.
Yeah.
But that's about it. But so I don't think Scott Boras wants to do a deal with him because I think that he knows that he's not getting true market value for his player.
So in terms of like the inside of the team, like let's say like with the Red Sox right now, who should they keep and who should they go? Like let's say, give me your 3 names they should keep, 3 names they should walk, that they should just let go this season. Because there's a lot of guys who could be out the door here. Well, they should keep Bogarts. I know that's on your list.
I'm trying 3 right now. I have Devers, and that's...
Well, I mean, I'm not talking about, like... I mean, they should obviously keep Devers, but I'm talking about, like, in terms of the players that could go this year.
That could go this year? I don't even know who's even up for contract-wise this year.
Bogarts, if he opts out. Martinez, Nathan Eovaldi, Michael Wacha. Who else is... Tommy Pham is one of them as well. I think there's some guys in the bullpen or whatever.
I don't know, dude. That bullpen help is pretty good.
I gave you a couple names, so I'll pull up the full like free agents this season for you.
So I think Tommy Pham's a good player. I think he's fit. I think he plugged and fit into this the year. I see him a full year here.
Yep.
Michael Walker's been pretty good. He's your best pitcher.
Yep.
This season.
Yep.
Him and Schreiber really have been the only two good pitchers this season. I mean, yeah, if you're talking this year, I mean that's pretty easy to put Bogaerts in that list. But if you're looking for the next two years out, because you got to think about the money they tie up now is going to affect what they do next year. It's tough to decide what they should do.
So, I'm sorry, Mom. We have to bring this guy up here. Do you think they should keep him?
No.
I agree with you.
35 years old and can't really play the field. Can only really DH.
That's $20 million off your books right there. You got David Price's contract finally coming off your books this year too.
Is that?
Let me see. Oh wait, is this?
I was gonna say, why is this Eduardo Rodriguez up there?
Oh, because this is free agents. Let me see. Go up. I am sorry, guys. I am trying to figure out who is going to be the free agents this year for the Red Sox. Oh, James Paxton has a option. Do you think that he should opt? They should opt in.
Has he even pitched this year?
No.
So, what's the difference?
You save yourself $10 million if you opt out of that deal. I believe something like that.
I don't know. I think it's hard to say who they should keep and who they shouldn't, because I'm just trying to think of building around what you have, who can play where. I mean, unless Marcelo Mayer's ready to make the jump up to the majors, which he could, I haven't really heard a lot about him coming up yet. But if he's ready to make the jump up, then you know what? Maybe you can make the argument for letting Bogaerts walk.
Rich Hill's gonna be a free agent.
Nope.
Matthew Strom's a free agent. Rev Snyder's a free agent. Why does that say Jose Peraza? He's not on. Oh yeah, he is in the minor leagues. My bad. I don't follow the Woo Sox or whatever they are. And then you got Bogaerts as well. Oh, Chris Sale got a player option. He's gonna opt in because he's getting free money right now.
Yeah. I say there's somebody that you should let go.
You know, I will say right now, you know what deal has been working out for them? The Reese McGuire deal.
Yep.
He's been. I don't want to be immature, but you know he's been jerking the ball to right field this whole entire time he's been in Boston or whatever.
Yeah, he really knows how to pull the ball down the line. You know.
I became immature anyways.
You know he's not. He hasn't been a bad catcher. You know, I think he can stay around. I think. I don't want to say an upgrade over Vasquez, but he's been.
I mean, with him and Wong behind the plate, I mean, you could get away with not having Vasquez.
Yep, absolutely.
And not have to pay Vasquez in free agency.
Yep.
So, I mean, let's see, 11 minutes in, I think that's good enough on them. I don't think they deserve any more.
No, all I'm going to say is try to keep Pham,
Walker,
and
Bogaerts.
I'd say that's it.
Yep. Everybody.
That's not Bogaerts isn't on my list. Just those two are on my list.
Oh, well. Yeah.
Oh
yeah, you want him to go to the Yankees. That's what you want.
Actually, apparently, what I heard is that the Yankees are completely okay with IKF being a placeholder until Anthony Volpe is ready, who is the number one prospect and number 7. They're okay with the meme holding the place until Volpe is ready, and unless they feel like he's better at second base, and then they might try and target Turner, Correa, Bogaerts, or Swanson.
Did you hear Correa's comments when he was in Minnesota talking about like if he was going to opt in or opt out? He was talking like it was weird. He was talking like in third person, like how if he sees something at the price of a store or whatever, he buys it. So like the Twins see the price of him, so if they want him, they'll go buy. Like he sounded so weird saying that. That guy's an absolute goon. So if you guys want him, you guys can have him.
English isn't his first language. It's tough, all right. He doesn't know what he's saying.
I'd have to show you the clip off the air.
I read what he said, and then we'll see we'll see what he really means. But he ain't coming. He ain't going nowhere.
To end on the baseball note, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to the Seattle Mariners for breaking a 21-year drought of not being in the postseason. Did you catch any of that last night?
I mean,
how insane was that? You gotta admit, as a baseball fan, that looked insane.
That ending, that walk-off, is what every kid dreams of.
Right.
3-2, 2 outs, bottom of the ninth, chance to go to the playoffs on the line.
And then the team who didn't make the postseason, who did have a good year this year,
Baltimore.
So shout out to them too.
Yeah, they did it right. They did it with their prospects.
These guys don't get shit from me this year.
No, but the Royals did it right. They did it with prospects.
They did it right, and they're gonna be here next year too, and we'll see. What happens.
that's gonna be a team to force with.
We'll see what happens there. I feel like the bigger news, I hate to say it, is the Patriots, so I think we're going to hop into the Patriots next. I want to get on the Celtics
Going out of order.
I am going out of order. I mean, I know. I want to start getting into, like, the bigger team, like, the bigger news first, and then I should have did the Patriots first, but, like, it is what it is. It is what it is!
Michael, watch. Are you ready for some football?
Alright, I was just saying off the air, that was a great ending to that segment. Yep. It is what it is. But, that's how Patriots fans should just feel right now. It is what it is, because, yeah. McCorkle Jones.
Mike Jones is out.
To you people who've been saying they're going to finish on over 500, how do you feel right now?
Oh.
How do you feel right now? I mean... Let's face it, Mac Jones' injury the other day was due to the O-line sucking so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Because he has absolutely zero protection whatsoever, and he just gets dogpiled like, I don't know, how would you put it?
That's just... I'm gonna put that 90% on the O-line, 10% on Mac Jones.
Right.
Because
the D-line of the Ravens were teabagging him because of how easy it was to get to him.
We'll chill on that. We'll stop that real quick. But
I had to give a Call of Duty reference real quick.
That's more of a Halo comment, but...
Oh, that's true. You're right.
But like I was
Same
saying,
game.
it's 90% of the O line. They couldn't stop Swiss cheese coming through that line. But I put 10% of that on Mac Jones is because as a sophomore year quarterback, as a year 2 quarterback, you start learning what you can't do in the NFL. And one of the things he needs to learn is that he can't keep extending plays like that, and because that's going to risk him getting hurt.
Yep.
So that's why I say I put some of that
That's
on him.
fair.
Is because you need to start learning what you can and can't do, and once you see that you can't, like, he's not a mobile quarterback. He's not the fastest guy. He can scramble when needed, but he's not the fastest guy. He needs to learn that. Stop doing that because you're going to get yourself hurt to try to extend plays if you're going to do that. Throw the ball away. You're not losing yards. You're not risking yourself getting hurt. If nothing is there and you don't force it, throw it away.
So right now the Patriots are 1-2. They're actually right on line to where you and I had them, I believe. Did you have them beating the Steelers?
No.
You did not. Okay. So
I hope they would beat the Steelers, but I didn't have them beating the Steelers.
I forget. We could go back and see what you had them at.
Yeah.
I think you had them 0-3 at this point.
I thought there was a possibility of them that they could go 0-6. I had them possibly going 0-6.
Right now, I'm spot on. I've had them lose against Miami, win against Pittsburgh, and then lose against Baltimore. I've had them nailed on so far.
But did you have them losing to the Lions?
No, I did not.
Next week.
No, I did not.
I'm just saying that Lions team is looking pretty good.
Yeah, that could be where I'm done there.
You got the Packers going to Green Bay. That's going to be a tough one to beat because Aaron Rodgers is, for some reason, still pretty good. But so you have Rodgers coming up, then you have the Lions, who Lions have averaged about 35 points a game. They got some studs out there that for some reason they're just killing it.
They are playing good.
And Aiden Hutchinson might murder Bryant Hoyer or Mac Jones if Mac Jones comes back, because that guy is a beast.
So do you think Mac Jones comes back after this week because he's out?
Hell no.
I don't think he does either.
No.
So we're down to 2 teams now for who I'm gonna see before that Celtics opener. Then, if that's the case,
they said that without the surgery, you're looking at more of a 6 to 8 week comeback.
Ooh.
But if he really pushes it, it could be 4. But that's going to lead to a possibility of, I'm trying to think
making it worse.
Who's 4 weeks out. It's whoever is after the Browns.
That's Chicago, isn't it?
I can't remember.
I'll pull up
So pull that up. But he's coming up. You're looking at. But still, he comes back against the Lions in 2 weeks. Aiden Hutchinson or they have some other good studs on their D line that can murder him. Then you have the Browns with Jed Devion, Clowney, and Myles Garrett. That could be someone that rolls them.
So are you counting this week as one of the weeks he misses for the 4 weeks? Okay, so yeah, it is the Bears then.
So it would be the Bears. The Bears always have a good D line. Well, you know what I mean. Like it will be interesting to see like what they can do, but I don't think they will win a game without Mac Jones behind center.
Let's see.
Let me see. I think they'll get blown out by the Lions, and I think that they'll lose. I think they
lose to the Browns.
Yeah,
for sure. I mean, we've had that prediction set in stone.
See, I always thought it was iffy now with Jacoby Brissett, but Jacoby Brissett's looking pretty damn good. Look pretty good.
So I mean, if we're going by the 4 week standard that you're saying, then Mac Jones is back by the Chicago Bears. That would be the first game that I would consider doing. Well, if that's the case.
Well, I mean, technically, if you want to say that he's out 4 to 6 weeks, I think the Bears one is like where one he could be probable, but probably be scratched for just for 1 more week.
So maybe the Colts.
Yep, but
I don't like.
But still,
or the Jets.
So the next 4 games, where do you put them? Without Mac Jones, with Brian Hoyer under center, you have Packers, Lions, Browns, Bears.
Do I do 2 games in a month with the Bills and then the Bengals?
I'm just saying. Where do you put them? Where do you put them? Stop thinking about games. Think about where these next 4 games coming up. If Mac Jones isn't playing, where do you put them? What's their record over 4 games?
So you count the Green Bay Packers,
Green Bay, Lions, Browns.
Loss.
And Bears.
Maybe a win.
Maybe a win against the Bears.
So 1-3.
1-3. So that'll put them at 1-5, 2-5.
2 let's see, 1.
2-5.
2-5. Yep, that'll put them at
2-5.
And then we'd be looking good on our prediction there.
Yeah, because
I'm gonna be $100 richer by the end of this. I think
it's gonna be an ugly season, and it's just about to get uglier. So
I want to go back to this picture because this is how the Patriots season is going down right now.
Yeah, this is Babs trying to figure out how they can get into the playoffs.
Or he's gonna say, "I fucking hate you haters. You guys always doubt the Patriots or whatever they like." Guys, it's okay to say that your team sucks. It's okay. Like, I say that this year with the Red Sox. They suck. And I'm a big Red Sox fan. They suck. The Patriots suck too.
It's like I said, their defense doesn't have anybody that you need. Like, maybe Barmore might be the only person you really need as a defense to really be like, okay, this is a guy we need to double team or, put our best guard on, because.
Did you think Mac Jones looked good against that Baltimore game too?
I think so, but I think he looked okay. I think his wide receivers didn't help him out a lot of drops, a lot of miscommunication. But I also say that the Ravens secondary also sucks.
Yeah,
their secondary and defense blows, and that's strange to say because they've always had a really good secondary.
They have,
but since Marlon Humphrey and Marcus Peters have come back from injury, they both look like they've lost a step. Marcus Williams is iffy. So you're gonna see a lot better defenses, like in the secondary. Like I'm trying to think, the Packers without Jair Alexander, I haven't really seen a whole lot of them. They're probably better than the Ravens. I know the Lions for sure better than the Ravens because Jeff Okudah has been shutting people down. You'll know that if you had Justin Jefferson on your fantasy team last week. He held Justin Jefferson to 4 catches for like 40 yards or something like that. No touchdowns. He's been playing pretty damn good. The Browns have a pretty good secondary when they're on. The Bears secondary, coming up, we'll see what they do. We'll see what they can do.
So, okay, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, you mentioned the wide receivers and how they had miscommunications or whatever like that. One of the plays that I took away from the Patriots game against the Ravens was the Devontae Parker pass where it was in the end zone, and it looked like he gave up on it, or like it was a nice throw, but it looked like he kind of gave up on it. Like, I think this is the picture of it right here. I don't know. I mean, it goes back to show that their wide receiving core sucks. And we all have to get on Bill on this because what are you doing? Your one good wide receiver is sitting on the bench. Why? Why? Do you have, like...
Because Matt Patricia doesn't like Kendrick Bourne questioning his authority, so he's benching him like he did against...
Is that what it is?
So he's benching him like Malcolm Butler.
You gotta be kidding me.
No.
Oh my god. Dude, he's the best. He's the best. Would you say he's the best wide receiver? Maybe.
Yeah.
So why is he sitting on the bench, regardless of like what's going on?
I'd say he's your best producing wide receiver. Now, whether that means that's because Kendrick Bourne, I mean not Kendrick Bourne, Devontae Parker has been gaining, the cornerback ones, like the shutdown cornerback every week, and Kendrick Bourne's, is viewed as a wide receiver 2 or 3, so he's getting the weaker coverage and he can just beat him. Whether that's, the fact that teams forget about him because they don't play him at all. It's interesting to see what it could be, but he's definitely been your top producer.
So I just don't understand why you're not playing him. I mean, for every drive that he's been in, right, he's made a highlight play. So, I mean, he's made a big play for them. Like, I think there was one in this game where he got, like, a 30-yard reception or whatever it was. And then there was one, I think it was the Miami game where he caught a 40-yard bomb or whatever it was that got them in the red zone. So why isn't this guy playing? Why isn't he playing? Dude, it can't get much worse than what it is now. So why don't you just give him the chance to be on the field and maybe, I don't know, help this team get some games?
Honestly. So, I don't know. We'll see how it is, but I don't think that you'll see Kendrick Ward playing for a while with Matt Patricia still here.
But like I'm saying, it's going to get to that point where he's going to eventually want out and put in a trade request. And if you trade him, then you really have nobody at that wide receiving spot. Who are you going to have? Nelson Aguilar, who by the way, was it the Saturday game or was it the Miami game where he caught the ball, right? He placed it right by his chest, right? Left it wide open for the defender to just punch it out of his arm. Was it? What was that?
Terrible. That's what that was. That was terrible. I don't know.
Good luck to them. Good luck to them. Oh yeah. Quick question off topic. When's your birthday again?
Coming up.
Yeah, I know it's coming up.
Coming up.
That's
all I'm gonna say is that it's coming up.
So I gotta know what size you are because I got a present to get you.
I don't like this present. I don't want this present.
I think. Do you have any idea?
I know what it is. I don't want it. I don't want it.
We gotta get the size.
Oh.
That video is gonna go viral. I hate to tell you.
I know it is. I'm not looking forward to it.
Hey, maybe we'll make a bet with the Red Sox this upcoming season. Maybe.
So
something that I've been saying off the air with you is that we should do a bet. Like you take probably the under and I'll take the over for the Red Sox, and like the loser has to become a fan of like the rival team for a
whole
day.
Season. No, whole season. Make it a whole season.
No, that's a nah. It's only for a day because you have to wear that outfit for a day. So it'd have to be for a day. We'd have to go to a game. Like we could either do me going to Yankee Stadium, being a Yankee fan for a day, or you go to Fenway, you be a Red Sox fan for a day.
Okay, interesting. It'll be interesting.
That could be your makeup bet.
Could be it could be work. It could be
because I didn't take the bet for this year for the Patriots, rightfully so. But like,
okay,
we'll come up with something eventually. I mean, that's still a long ways away because we still have to see what free agency looks like and all that. So we'll see about that. And we head to the Celtics. Actually, a good team.
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
They're done.
Okay.
Season over.
Oh my God.
Well, I've been a fan of Boston Celtics for, my whole life pretty much.
First Celtics
the Celtics were in some news recently. There's a couple of reasons they were in the news. One of them not so good. The other one, yeah, I would say pretty good. And for the first one, which one should we start off first? Should we start off with the bad news, or should we start off with the good news?
Bad news always first.
All right, so the bad news is you do not have your coach for this year, and possibly for the future. It's a very weird topic. I don't know what happened or whatever, but I've been hearing that it was not consensual now between the two. There was some things said.
We'll see what comes out when it comes to light. But what it sounds like is that Udoka was saying some comments to a subordinate, so that's somebody under the coach's discretion, the coach's discretion.
Yep.
That wasn't, something that she liked, and he said advances that she didn't want.
Which is unfortunate.
But then he also had a consenting relationship with the VP of the Celtics' wife.
Yeah, that's not good either.
Yeah. That's what I heard, is that he had a relationship with somebody under, or he said some things to somebody under him, didn't go good, and then he started to hook up with one of the owner's wives.
Which is not good.
Which is consenting, which is still not good.
Yeah, right.
But that seems to be what it was.
And they're saying that players were defending him at first, but now they're saying the year suspension is warranted, which not so good. I just don't like the fact that we've had a great offseason, and now we're just going downhill so fast.
Gallinari done. Udoka done. Who else is next? So Gallinari done. Udoka done. Rob Will done till Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yep, chalk it up. Season over.
This guy's saying
second round exit. That's all you're gonna get. You'll be bounced by Giannis this year.
I don't think so.
Yep.
I think Rob Williams will still be back by then.
Nope, doesn't matter. Giannis will come back on a tear, revenge tour, absolutely murder you.
So are you saying you're a Bucks fan, or?
Nope, I'm just saying the Celtics are over.
Oh boy.
Being realistic here. Don't get your hopes up. No NBA title this year. Banner 18 is not coming to Boston.
I'm still in the hopes of Banner 18.
No,
I'm still on that train. Especially with your replacement that you did get for Gallo. We'll get into that. But, did you see the top 10 that ESPN dropped the other day? They had number 10, Devin Booker, 9, Ja Morant, 8th, Kevin Durant, 7, Jason Tatum, 6 was...
Is that LeBron was 6?
LeBron is 6. 5 was Embiid.
Yep, 5 Embiid.
4 was... Oh my god, who was 4? Are you pulling it up?
I think you sent me the top 5.
I think I did send you the top 5. No, 5 was Curry, 4 was Embiid, 3 was Luka, 2 was Joker, 1 was Giannis.
So, I have a problem with Jokic and Embiid always being top 5 and top 10, but especially top 5. How can you be top 10 in the league when your team has never made the conference finals? I mean, your team has never made top 4 in the NBA.
I mean, they are de-sucking Jokic's 2 MVP seasons. I think that has a lot to do with it.
And like I said to you off air yesterday, MVP has been media driven. It's never about who was actually the best player or any of that. It's always the media driven, who has the flashy highlights, and it's just crazy. I don't think Jokic has really deserved either of the 2 MVPs.
So what can I hear your top 10 real quick, cuz that's where I'm kind of going with this point here.
Top 10 in the league?
Yeah.
Right? So we're talking just for this season coming up.
Yep.
Who do I want on my team?
Yes.
Giannis. Pretty easy. I think he's a consensus number 1.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to be hard for him to not be consensus number 1 for the next couple of years.
Yep.
But I would want Giannis.
I would agree with that. I mean, I'd have Steph, but okay.
I would say Giannis and then Steph.
Yep.
Giannis, Steph. I would probably go... Oh, this is tough. I'd probably go Doncic at 3. I think he's a good player. Just had some bad teams around him.
Okay.
I would go Tatum at 4.
Ooh.
I think Tatum is.
Okay,
I think he's under appreciated league wide. Oh wow, this is getting tough. I would go 5. Oof, this is getting real tough.
LeBron.
5. Yeah, I go probably 5 LeBron. 6. Did I put KD on this list yet?
No, you have not.
6 would be KD. 7 would be Ja Morant. 8. I put Embiid at 8.
Yeah.
9 would be Booker.
Yeah. Okay.
And then 10.
Butler.
I was honestly thinking Butler, but I think I might have to go with Kawhi.
Okay.
I think I would go Kawhi at 10.
So you have Joker out of the top 10.
I told you it's tough to.
Wow.
I told you it's tough to crack my top 10.
Okay.
When your team hasn't been in the top 4 in the league.
Okay, so the point where I now go with this, Tatum is officially on everybody's top 10 list. Brown was ranked 22nd. Marcus Smart was ranked higher. No, was he ranked higher than? No, he was ranked 1 overall lower than Kyrie Irving. Rob Williams was on the top 100. Grant Williams was on the top 100.
What?
Yeah, Grant Williams was 99.
Oh my.
Al Horford was on. You have a great overall team. A great overall team. To the point where I mean, coaching does matter in this league because you need somebody to mentor the players a lot. But I know the dude's name, but I keep butchering the last name. It's like Missoula, I believe. That is correct?
Yep.
Okay, so Missoula does have that player connection with the guys around them. With Tatum, Brown, all that. You could go back and see the clips where the reporters asked Tatum, like, what was the reason for you guys keeping Missoula? He goes, I didn't want him. No, I'm fucking with you. But you could see that clip. Maybe I'll show it here. I don't know. But they like this guy. So the fact that they like this guy, right? If they didn't like him, he wouldn't be the coach of this team. So that's why I still feel like you still have a shot at this thing because they will play for this guy.
I think that I rank that there's 3 important things for being an NBA coach, and these are them in order from 1 to 3. 1, control of the pace of the game.
You got that. I think I really think you have that.
I don't think he has that. I don't think he has the understanding of when to call a timeout, when to put players back in, when to bench players, when to take them out.
We'll see.
I don't think he has that. He doesn't have any the last coaching experience that he has as a full-time head coach was D2 men's basketball.
I know, but he's been under Brad Stevens for 3 years.
He's under Brad Stevens for 2, and then
Udoka.
But he was never even an official assistant coach.
He was one of the finalists for the Utah Jazz job this year.
He wasn't an assistant coach.
He
was never an assistant coach.
They were impressed with his meeting too.
I don't care. He wasn't an assistant coach. He was never on the court. He wasn't even on the court. He was on the second row behind the players
it still
on the
matter.
bench. He was bench. He was bench
If he
coach.
damn near had a NBA head coaching job with another team, then that's good enough for me, apparently.
Okay, but look at the Utah Jazz. They're going to be the worst team in the league. They are tanking, and they needed somebody to control the tank. That would be Missoula. Missoula was there to control the tank. That's what he would have been there for.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see how he does, like you said, in terms of calling timeouts, whatever. But that
is 1. 2 is the player connection, which we say we have, and 3 is the X's and O's for a late game situation that Brad was really good at, but Brad didn't have the second one. He didn't have the control of the players. The third one is that.
I feel like the first 2 things that you bring up, we won't know until we see in the season. Those the number 1 thing you said and the number 3 thing you said, we won't see those until we see like them play.
And I don't like that.
I mean, there's no reason for me to not think that he could have it if he has the connection with the players. I just don't. But we will see. We will see. But that brings us to the positive side. How do you cue the video? Balake, where's Balake at?
Balake. Where is Balake at? There's no Balake here today. Yes, sir.
My name's Blake.
Are you out of your goddamn mind?
Blake?
What? Do you want to go to war, Balake?
No.
Because we could go to war.
No.
I'm for real. I'm for real. So you better check yourself.
I've had so many DMs on Instagram loving my posts, posting that or whatever. They absolutely loved it. But Blake Griffin signed into a 1-year deal. Your thoughts on that?
I just hope that it's not 3 years too late. That's my only hope, is that he can still do something. I think if it's bench on bench, I think Blake Griffin will be better if it's a bench on bench situation.
Right.
If you want him to be your 6th man, or playing against,
well, he's not going to be a 6th man.
But I'm saying if you want him to be somebody who is coming in against real NBA players, then I think that you might see him as a very, very defensive liability.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, if Jaylen Brown was seeking him out in the playoffs last year, I think he's a defensive liability. I know. So I don't think that he's going to be. I think he'll be some good bench scoring. Like I said, when it's a bench on bench situation.
Yes.
I don't think he should be going out there when there's a star player out on the court.
Well, I get that, and that's how I viewed his role too. I viewed his role as like your backup big on the bench when it's bench on bench, and he can see himself getting maybe 15 or around there minutes. That's where I see him at. And if I'm trying, my stupid other computer will not load, but I'm trying to pull up the stats that I was seeing the other day, and if you can get like this Blake Griffin, then I feel like you have something in there. I actually think I showed it in yesterday's reaction video too, but I'll pull it up in a second.
But like I said, I still think they need a backup 5. They don't have a backup 5 or somebody who can really play the 5. If your backup 5 right now is Luke Cornett, I don't think this team goes anywhere.
So
again,
my buddy,
there's plenty of other 5s out there who could probably get for vet minimum.
So my buddy David had brought up a name now that you mentioned that, which I think they should sign because
Hassan Whiteside.
Yes.
Yes.
Did I tell you that or no?
That's who. Because I heard Dwight Howard, DeMarcus Cousins, and then Hassan Whiteside.
DeMarcus Cousins kind of like he's kind of like a Blake Griffin. He's not really a defensive.
Yeah, no, he doesn't play defense. But Hassan Whiteside could basically mimic Rob Will.
Yes.
Both tall, both blocking machines, both defensive in the paint, and you know what? He could probably get you 5 layups a game.
So let's say Blake Griffin replaces Gallinari's absences, right?
Yep.
So yeah, if that's what you're getting him for, then you absolutely need to go get Hassan Whiteside, in my opinion.
It should be your bench. In theory, if you're playing a full bench team, like a full bench lineup, it should be Pritchard, Brogdon, Blake Griffin, Grant Williams up to 4, and if you could get Hassan Whiteside, that should be your 5. One fully healthy, that should be your lineup on that. And unless you're putting Al Horford because of his age on the bench and you're starting Grant Williams.
All right, so here are his stats. If you can, let's say, hold on.
I mean, if you can get him 2 years ago in 2020, if you can get him that shoots 49% and 38% from 3, if that's what you can get, that's all I would want. I don't, and honestly, don't even have him shoot the 3. Just if he can be a spot up mid range.
What I would say, he played 18 games. Oh wow, never mind. That's a small sample size. But regardless, I mean,
he didn't play. Yeah, he didn't play the last few years in Detroit.
But I mean, if you can get like 50 games with those numbers from 19 or in 2020, then great pickup, right?
Yeah, like I said, if he can shoot some type of split of 40 from the field and 30 from 3, I think it's a positive move.
Oh, he played 46 games in 2020. He was split between Pistons and the Nets. So let's say in 2020 he averaged about, this
11 points.
11 points, 5 rebounds, and let's say 2.7 assists or whatever. If you can get that for a Blake Griffin off the bench, I mean, that replaces Gallo for sure.
Yep.
And I mean, I think what they want to do is they want to be able to play small. Because last year, when the Warriors played small, I guess it killed them in some sort of way. But I don't know. I feel like you should have like a mix between like a backup big and a solid number 5 starting center on your team. I don't feel like going small. I guess it can work, but like there's got to be a time and place where you can go small. You just can't throw a small lineup and out there and say, okay, here you go.
Yeah, I like I said, I just don't know. I just don't know defensively if he will fit into their scheme, but you know, if you have enough defensive players out there, maybe they can mask him.
Right. So that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it for the podcast here. Leave a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe now if you guys are new. You guys know what to do. Go check out our website. Links in the description down below. Excuse me. If you guys want to help donate to go to games, my Venmo account's in the description. Anything else, appreciate all the love and support. Thank you guys for 500 subscribers. Again,
let's go.
Halfway to 1K, and then once we hit 1K, that's where the dollar bills start to come flying in. And some special things will be coming your way once that happens. We will have a giveaway once we hit 1,000 subscribers. I know that for certain. I don't know what it's going to be yet.
Movie bets bet.
Yeah, you guys aren't getting that. Did you watch any of that last video? Is that why you mentioned that? He watched my reaction video to that opening day. Oh yeah, that's right. Did you catch my story time from that?
No, we don't talk about that. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for episode 20. It's been real. It's been fun.
Oh my god.
No,
I forgot to ask you about that.
No, we're ending it. We're going on to we're on to the next video.
We got a special video coming for 500 subscribers too. You know what it's gonna be.
Yep.
And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I have to work around everybody's availability and all that. It's not that hard with you and your other person that's gonna be in it. It's the other people.
Easy,
I know you're easy to work with, so got you last minute today for the podcast. So like.
Oh yeah,
it's so easy to work with you, and
cool. Yeah, all right.
That's gonna do it. We got another video that we're gonna do
right now.
This is your idea, so you're gonna actually host that video.
We're doing it.
You're doing the intro
like
and everything
20 minutes.
with that. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching this video. It's been Jesse.
It's been Mike,
and we're gone.
See you
later.
BEANTOWN.
BEANTOWN.